guys, welcome back to my channel. New nail check. Oh, they matches my shirt. But anyways, I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on my tummy tuck situation. Your girl was actually in the hospital 2 weeks ago. So basically I had some fluid in my stomach after my tummy tuck. I noticed it like three and a half months after the procedure. It's about to be 6 months at the end of this month. At the end of September, it's going to make 6 months since I've had the surgery. And I just noticed my stomach had a lot of swelling towards the bottom of my stomach, like where my incision is. So I thought it would go down by itself, but when I realized it wasn't going down, I decided I was going to go to the doctor and see what's going on, because my stomach just felt really hard and firm. But the top of my stomach felt soft and normal. So I was like, this doesn't feel right. So I was trying to be patient, give my body time to kind of do its thing. But now that it's been almost 6 months, I was like, I have to do something about this. I really wasn't sleeping on my stomach either, because when I lay down on my stomach, it feels like I have like a brick. Like, it feels like I'm laying down on a brick, because that's how hard my stomach was. And so I recently went to urgent care, and I thought they were going to just order an ultrasound or something for me just to see what's going on with my stomach. But the doctor like checked up on everything, and he was like, you're not going to like what I have to say. And he basically told me, I think you should go to the emergency room. And so the good thing is I really did not have any pain. It obviously is not comfortable because my stomach is like sticking out and looks huge. Like, it looked like there was a football in my stomach. So it didn't look good, number one. But it wasn't a lot of pain. So anyway, the doctor was like, you don't want to wait until you're in pain to do something about this. So he had me go to the emergency room. And so I went on a Saturday. On Saturdays and Sundays, they don't have any like specialists there. So they did a CT scan of my stomach, and they saw that I had a seroma there, which a seroma is just a buildup of fluid. So after the surgery, they took so much of my stomach off, and basically it's like the way the doctor described it is like your body just puts like fluid there to like fill in the space. So my body just was taking a long time to kind of like soak that fluid up. So they're like, we're gonna drain it or whatever. So seromas are very like, it's like the most common complication of tummy tucks. So it's unfortunate, but it's pretty common. It's pretty common complication. Like I said, it was a Saturday, so there's no specialists on Saturdays and Sundays. So I actually had to stay overnight for 2 nights in the hospital, which was really like unfortunate, because I did not plan on staying when I went there. I thought I was just gonna get the visit, like get everything done that same day and be able to go home. But when they did the CT scan and they saw that the seroma was there, they were like, it's pretty big. So they said, we're gonna drain it. And I had to wait until Monday morning for radiology to come and look at it. And then they decided that they were gonna drain it, because I guess they could have also put a drain in as well, and slowly let my body like fill the drain up and then eventually remove it after a few days. But they decided to just drain it there. And so everything was under local anesthesia. They just had me not eat the night before, and then the morning of, they just numbed that area where they were gonna drain it. And so they gave me like a needle or whatever. It really wasn't, I barely felt anything, so thank God. And so they kind of like drained it with a tube and everything. And they took out, I think, how many cc's did they say? I think they said 450 cc's of liquid, which if you convert that to ounces, it was almost like 2 cups of liquid that was just chilling in my stomach. It was like a buildup of like blood and all types of like bodily fluids that was in there, almost 2 cups. So that was kind of a lot. Which I knew it was a lot, because my stomach was just looked crazy. So I had that drained, and then afterwards they told me to make sure that I wrap my stomach and keep my stomach compressed nice and tight, so that that space doesn't fill up again. But not for nothing, I think the seroma is back. it's very common for them to come back because you know, all that fluid, just it takes a while to drain out. Sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 or 4 sessions to drain all that fluid out. So far I've had one session and I really feel like the fluid is back because my stomach is like big and hard again. So literally like 2 or 3 days after I had it drained, I felt like it started, you know, forming again. So I still kind of have like some fluid in there. I can wait for my body to see if my body's gonna absorb it through time, or I can go back and get it drained again, which I think I'm gonna do. So we'll see. My primary care doctor gave me an order to get an ultrasound, so I have to make an appointment for that, and then from there they'll probably send me to get it drained somewhere. So yeah, not the best news, but I've been hanging in there and just being patient with my body because I know everything, you know, it takes time. It was like a huge surgery, so I know it's going to take time for the fluid to go away, but, you know, we'll see what happens next. I'm going to put a little video just showing what my stomach looks like, just to give you guys a visual of like what a seroma looks like. Anyways, that's the update. A little tummy tuck update. Thank God I'm not in pain. So even though, you know, my stomach looks crazy, I'm not in any pain. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. And if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Bye.